here in Swafford?
I guess I'll ask the same question. What have you done to get to this point? What's been the key for you?
Just staying consistent every day and disciplined mainly. As a lot of people know, I had that surgery last year. It was a grind to kind of, in a different way, where I had to focus more on recovery for a while and keep my mindset in the same place as, what it was, and focusing on winning a national title this year. And just staying consistent is the biggest thing, and coming in every day and improving. Finding something to improve on.
Yeah, McCollum from Des Moines Register. Good to meet you, Brennan. Just when I got on the beat this summer and stuff like that, went through all, learning about you guys and everything. I think one thing that caught my eye about you is you're an art major currently.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that passion and just why that was kind of the right path for you?
I've always been really into video games ever since I was little, and I've always preferred art classes over other classes like math and history and stuff like that. Not that I'm bad at them, it's just I've always preferred just the arts as far as classes and stuff go. And when I was deciding on my major in high school, it was I really like playing video games, and I'm competitive, and it's a competitive field, as you guys know. And I'm good at creative stuff, so let's look at some stuff that would fall into that category. And graphic design is what I eventually settled on. And this year I'm doing an entrepreneurship certificate since I graduated and got my degree in that last year. So yeah, it's pretty exciting stuff.
You want to go with specifically a video game design, or?
That would be cool. I want to be the ultimate goal is to be a creative director for somewhere. I don't really have any much work experience with that yet, but I'm hoping to get there at some point. But yeah.
Hard to get there when you have to wrestle.
Yeah. Got these high goals in wrestling, so got to focus on this first and achieve some of these things. And it's interesting. I think some of the creative stuff that I do, it helps me on the mat in a way, because it's helps you open your mind up a bit and research things in a different way. So.
You came to Iowa a couple of years ago, transfer, and then what was behind that decision, just in wanting to come here then?
I wanted to see how high I could take my level. Obviously Iowa, these Big Ten schools, were some of the pinnacle of wrestling, right? And it was nothing against the NAIA or anything like that. It was just I have Olympic aspirations and world aspirations. Well, I got to go to Iowa, and it was kind of a no-brainer for me because it's so close to home, and I've always been a Hawkeye fan, and I've always loved the style that they have here, and the success that we've had in the past kind of proves that this is a good place to be if you have those kind of goals. So I hope that answers your question.
And from the NAIA level, you grind there. Now you have this opportunity.
Yeah.
How much does that mean to you to have that chance after going through the injuries and everything?
It means a lot. In the NAIA, it was it's nothing to. The NAIA is it's nothing to scoff at, right? When I was at Graceland, it was I had to really learn how to be a more responsible adult. When I first got there, I remember Mullins yelling at me for not listening to him when he was yelling at me to let a guy up in the corner, and just certain things like that, and just mental toughness things that I didn't really have in high school because I was younger and not as polished. But there are things I've grown on both in both realms. So.
Big crowd from Minneapolis coming Sunday.
I would assume so. They're a very rowdy group, so I'm sure we'll see a lot of Meepo people there.
You've bided your time to get this opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Was there ever a point where you kind of wondered if it would kind of come to fruition, or have you always been confident that, stay the course and it'll happen?
I've always believed in myself that I could do this. There have been hard times in the past where I was really close, and then it was taken, and by someone that deserved it. And I've always just tried to stay as optimistic as possible. There have been frustrations along the way, but at the end of the day, I think I'm at my best when I'm being optimistic and believing in myself. Because getting down on yourself isn't going to get you where you need to be. That's what I've always believed.
You've you've been an NAIA champion, so you've gone through the gauntlet of working through a postseason tournament. I mean, how do you think that's going to help you this season potentially, and maybe having that opportunity?
I think it'll help in a way that I'm like used to those like high pressure type environments. I mean, Carver is going to be very high pressure, right? I've never wrestled in it, but I mean, I don't think it'll be like that big of a like challenge for me to kind of adjust to that, because I already have like a lot of experience in those types of environments. I think I'll adjust pretty good. So.
You know, this team has kind of already faced a little bit of adversity and some hardship here. How has that maybe unified the group, you know, kind of dealing with this situation?
Yeah, it's unified us in a, you know, like we have these, you know, new transfers and stuff that are really, really good. And it's, you know, we're bringing in new skill sets, and we all kind of want to pass around like knowledge that we all have from those areas. And, you know, we're all on like the same page now with a lot of things, with what's happened. But I think we're all more on the same page with like rules and like wanting to succeed. Like there's even more like, I don't know if it's just me, but I almost sense more of an urgency now in the room, since it's like, you know, I think people are expecting us to kind of maybe not do as well, but I think we're going to be awesome. Like, I think a lot of the other guys on the team think the same thing. I think we're going to surprise a lot of people, and you could say that's like a tight-knit thing that we got going on. So.
Thanks, Brent.
Yeah.
Just about 5 more minutes, guys.